Okey-doke.
Okay, so when I was a young girl, I was in 6th grade going into 7th. My little sister was diagnosed with cancer, and she was only at age 7, so she was in 1st grade. This started to get worse and worse after time, but it was only lasted about 8 months. But then she could no longer go out to go to school anymore, go out and play with her friends. And she was really worried about like doing schoolwork, but obviously in hospitals they have like schools there so they can help you like study and stuff. But at that time she's more worried about like taking her medicine, and you have to know like what pills to take, and they're telling you like what color pill to take at which hour. And so, but little kids shouldn't be worried about doing this. And she was only 7 years old at the time. And so after having to deal with this experience with my family, and this was affecting everyone in my family, not only myself, my mom, and my dad. It affected my grandparents who lived locally, and even ones that lived far away, having to fly out and see her. I wanted to go out there and find people I could help, and I found an organization called Relay for Life. So today I'm going to talk about why everyone should be more aware and involved with this organization called Relay for Life. First I'm going to tell you, if you didn't already know what it is, how it raises money for the American Cancer Society, and how it supports the survivors and the family and friends that are there to support the survivors as well. And also how it's a great event to help you learn the knowledge about what cancer is and how it affects everyone. Okay, so to start off, Relay for Life is a community event. It usually takes place at local schools, like a middle school, high school, maybe local parks. And you sign up online, or if you hear about it, you get teams together. You can't really go by yourself, I guess you can, but you can't walk for 24 hours by yourself because one person from your team must be walking around a track for 24 hours at a time. And so when I got into high school, my student government class, my teacher actually had cancer, so he got us all to sign up and do it together. We had a group and we got tents up, and you all set up booths like with a tent, and you like brought signs, like you like put facts just because you decorate your booth, and like there's probably like, they can vary, you can have as many as you want, as many people set up. There's probably at least like 45 different teams that were set up. And during the nighttime, people would get tired and people would set up tents and we'd fall asleep, but our teacher with this team would wake us up and be like, somebody needs to go walk around, so we'd like walk around 5 laps at a time. And we would do this to show that these cancer fighters aren't there fighting alone, because it wasn't their choice that they have to fight cancer 24/7. And that we are there fighting by their side. And also at these events, there's food and games throughout the day, and entertainment. And there's little kids, it's a family event obviously, there's little kids running around in every single booth. A lot of people bring like things to sell, lemonade stands, all different kind of things throughout each individual booth. Okay, so now that you know what Relay for Life is, I'm going to tell you how it all started. It started in 1985 from a man named Dr. Gordon Glatt. He walked and ran for 24 hours by himself actually in Washington, in Tucumb. He raised $27,000. Okay, and then a year later, he got 340 people to join, and now it's a worldwide phenomenon, raising $4 billion to fight cancer. And all this money is going towards multiple things through the American Cancer Society. The organization is putting money towards care programs, roads to recovery, and reaching for recovery, and then like trained volunteers and supporters, because a lot of people who have cancer, like if their heads are shaved or they have big scars, they don't feel the same anymore, they don't feel comfortable. But there's people that are going through it that can help them do this, and there's like trained volunteers to make them feel better about themselves, so like they'll look better, feel better. That's a really big part of this. And also there's college scholarships, people that are ready to fight who have already beat cancer. Okay, and then also another big thing that a lot of people don't realize is not everyone has health insurance. So people with cancer that can't afford it are just basically already going down the drain, just asking for death, because they don't have health insurance at all. And the overall cancer range, if you have like a pretty big average say dose of cancer, I guess you would say, is about $158 billion. And then a specialist from Washington says a prostate cancer medicine that came out last year in 2011 is called Zytiga, and it's $6,100 a month for this medication. And if people don't have medical insurance, they're not going to be able to pay $6,000 a month for this medicine. Like, that's more than my car was that I bought when on my 16th birthday and I got from, or my house payment my parents paid. Like, no one can pay $6,000 a month for this medication. And if they don't have health insurance, or maybe they do, that pays like half of it, $3,000, you can't pay that every month. But maybe they can. But realistically, a lot of people can't pay that. They don't have health insurance, they're not going to be able to get better. Okay, and then so the next thing we'll talk about is Relay for Life. It's a really big thing on helping the survivors and the family members. A lot of people, when you go out there, it's a lot of survivors and family members hear about it more. And this is sadly because you're in the hospitals or you have people hear about cancer more often. But anyone should go, and any help is wanted and needed to donate money and go help in this fun environment of Relay for Life. And when you're out there, the very first lap is all the survivors get to walk or run or wheel around the first lap together, and it's really fun and exciting, and people are screaming. It's like a really fun environment. And then a story I read on Relay for Life was about a story of a woman. She found out she had cancer 3 weeks after she went to her first Relay for Life. She had no idea. She was just going for Relay for Life, going with her family, friends. And then she found out she had cancer, and she didn't have much money herself, but there were so many supporters out there. And 10 days before Christmas, she had surgery. But through Relay for Life, she met amazing people many supporters that helped her get rides and meals, and put a roof over her head because she had lost all of her money. But she said Relay for Life was the best thing, meeting the greatest people, because if she didn't go to this, she wouldn't have been able to meet all these wonderful people to help her through the way. And then this could happen to anyone at any given time. No one asked for this to happen, and this is for everyone to go is a great opportunity, because if this doesn't happen to you, you might as well be there next to somebody helping them fight. And then also at this event, there are guest speakers, people that have fought to go through what they already recovered, or people, their family members, who talk about their daughters or sisters or friends, whatever. Okay, so in conclusion today, you guys know what Relay for Life is and what wonderful cause it has, and then what all the proceeds go towards. And you also know we should support the fighters and how cancer affects everyone, including the people surrounding them, not only the people themselves. So go out there for your next Relay for Life, and by doing this, you can sign on to relayforlife.org and join a team. Thank you.